Hello, this is a tutorial for how content containers work while in the page edit view on the GoMobile Innovations mobile site builder platform. I have already prepared my site that we're going to be managing here, and it's called Theme Example. So I'm going to click Edit here to jump right in. Now you'll notice that it's a pretty basic site. You got your logo and you got your About Us, products and services, some text here, and a Contact Us series of images here that link out to their respective methods of contact, and we'll go into that in just a second. But what we're going to be focusing on is our content containers, and that's these over here. The way content containers work is they basically are little chunks of content, and you can imagine each of the objects over here as content containers. For instance, this logo is housed in its own content container. If we took this content container right here and we click the edit button here, it would pop out our editor, and you'll notice the logo's in there. The way that this logo got here is somebody came in here and it was empty and decided to click this icon right there, which brings out image properties. And here you type in the URL of an image, or you can go over to upload, choose a file, and send it to the server. Once that file is uploaded, it'll show it in the preview down here. Just for this example, I'm going to close this and reload it so that we can see the logo. And once you click OK, the logo will show up. I've decided to click the center icon right here on our toolbar to center it, and you know what? It could be a little wider, so I'm going to right click it, go to image properties, and then it brings up the same window we just looked at, and I can edit the width and the height, and I want to make sure it's constrained, its proportions are constrained. I'm going to set it to 290 to make it a little wider, and that's obviously going to scale the height as well. And then I'll click OK, and I'll click the update button. So when I save and publish, that logo will be just a little bit wider. There it is. Okay. So that's basically how containers work. You can reorder containers by clicking and dragging them. But the big question that people are having is, how do the drop down, I don't understand when something's a drop down, when it's not, and how do multiple pages work? What if I want multiple pages on my site? These types of questions are arising very frequently. And the answer is, the design philosophy behind the GoMobile Innovations platform is single page load. You never want to send a user into a multiple page load experience. And by that I mean, let's just say for instance that if you click this About Us, or if you click this Contact Us button here, that it didn't actually drop down with the content, that it reloaded another page called Contact Us. That's 7 to 10 to 15 seconds sometimes of page load times that just aren't acceptable on the mobile side. So our philosophy is load all the content up front and optimize it right off the bat when the person first lands on the site. That way, it's a seamless interaction. It's already loaded on their phone. They can click it. The content's already there. Even pictures or video or whatever it is, it's already there. So you don't have to worry about frequent page loads and sending your users through a monotonous, stressful user experience. That being said, sometimes you want text that is just plain and doesn't have a heading. For instance, like this text field right here. All you need to do to achieve that is create a content container, and that happens to be this promotions box. And if you click edit on this, you'll notice that there's that text that we're looking at there. Now, why isn't that a drop-down menu? And the reason is because we've chosen not to show the title, right? We don't want it collapsible. It's not checked. And we don't want it to already be collapsed when someone lands on the site. So there's a couple things here. For instance, you'll notice that the Contact Us object is collapsible, but is not collapsed. That means that it's collapsible. I could click this and collapse it like I just did if the user really wanted to, but I want those buttons to be there when people first land on the site and not be hidden like something in products and services or About Us. Promotions, I don't want it to be collapsible. I want that to be static text information. And it would be kind of ugly if I had above it, it said promotion, so I don't want that to show the title, as you can see right here. And then we get into products and services, where I want this to be a collapsible menu, so I'm showing the title, it is collapsible, and it is collapsed on page load. Another good example is the logo. This doesn't show the title, it's not collapsible, and it's not collapsed. That's just an open text area, and I can have an image there or I can have text there. It doesn't matter. So this allows you to completely customize the way users interact with your site, and it eliminates the need for constant page load after page load after page load. Now, in the FAQ and in the knowledge base, we have a very detailed explanation and tutorial there if you want what are called submenus. So if you wanted to click About Us and you wanted there to be another series of menus underneath that, collapsible objects, that gets a little bit complicated. So if you want to head over to the knowledge base and in the tutorials over there, you'll be able to watch a video or read through a how-to on how to do that. But all in all, that's how containers are used. You can reorder them simply by clicking and dragging, and you treat containers like pages. So that being said, I'm going to wrap this tutorial up, and hopefully this is helpful. Be sure to leave comments and let us know if this is something that's of use to you. Thanks a lot.